Who's your ideal client, Paul?
You know what? We work with all different sizes of companies. We work with some that are, one person making $1 million in revenue a year and they have like three staff. We work with
Hmm.
people like that, but we also work with companies that are doing 80 million a year. The companies that are doing 80 million a year obviously need us to solve different problems for them than the ones that are doing 1 million a year, but we work with all different types of companies.
Now, what is your coaching model? You provide people with systems, one-on-one coaching. There's a lot of different coaching models. What's your model?
Yeah, that's a great question. So every single client gets systems. All right, so they get simple, clear processes. I think in the age of AI, it's important for me to make that distinction. You can get processes all over the place now because people are getting ChatGPT to spit tons of documents out. We give our
Right.
clients simple, clear processes that have been stress tested against very, very high performing companies.
Hmm.
We give them coaching from people that have been involved in the construction industry and we've also been involved heavily in real estate as well. Okay. We also give them a network. We give them access to people that have already done what it is that they're going to do and are probably 3 or 4 years ahead. We combine all of those things to form just kind of a little world for them to help them to increase the likelihood that they're going to get to where they want to go sooner than had they not been involved in the program.
So is that like, I think of Builder 20. I think I've worked with a lot of coaching companies and they have different models. I mean, some are systems, some are like, here's the 5 systems, do it. Some they, hand holding through the whole system. So how's your pricing structure work with that?
Yep. So we have a very, very fair pricing structure. So every company, when they come into the program, they pay a set rate. They pay a set rate. Right now, it's $2,000 a month. It's just for every company. For the larger organizations, though, the ones with 80 staff and things like that, we have another tier, an enterprise program. We also have levers that companies can pull when they need extra support. Sometimes people need a coach to fly down and work with their team on something, and they have
Hmm.
access to that as well. So, yeah,
Okay. And
yeah,
so now I look at it seems like an opportunity now that private equity has decided that I think AI has scared private equity a lot of from things like they don't want to do anything where selling information is going to make you money because that's dropping like a rock, right? So
yeah.
um, they're looking at, well, my AI can replace my doctor and my, psychiatrist and maybe my attorney, but it's not going to replace my guys putting on my roof, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So there's a lot of private equity coming into the roofing, various kind of service businesses.
yeah.
Do you get involved in that at all? Because it seems to me that there's an opportunity, at least if I was that kind of guy, if I have a roofing business. In fact, I had a client, I think she said, I've got 10, 15 million bucks. I'm going to start a roofing company in Nebraska. And I went, why? He goes, well, the roofers in Nebraska, either they're retiring or they're so young they don't know what they're doing. Nebraska has crappy weather. They always need roofs. And I know marketing. I know how to find people and I know how to run a business. I'll own that market in 5 years, which sort of makes sense, right?
Totally. Yeah, yeah, construction trades is a very fragmented industry. It's very fragmented. There's huge opportunity for private equity and for just people with good entrepreneurial skills to come in and do very, very well, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of very well-run construction companies out there that we see that are doing quite well, but they don't even have their brand sorted and they
Right.
don't have sales systems and they're not using their CRM to its full capacity and they don't have an HR department and they're a $20 million company. I mean, you do any one of those four things and you'll see accelerated gains right away.